Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Tuesday that feels like Monday. So glad everybody is here today. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song on our 600 and maybe 52nd day today, or close to something like that. Really, really glad you're all here. And welcome to everybody out there on Facebook Live. So glad you're here too. This is a daily program, one sing-along song every day at noon Eastern. If you're finding us out there on Facebook Live at a different time, then you can certainly still watch today here on Facebook Live. But if you ever want to join us in the room, come find us at noon Eastern. You can go to the Carpe Diem Arts website to find out more about us. And thanks for joining us out there. And thanks and hello, of course, to everybody in here. I'm so glad to see Katie Abadou running the tech for us in Maryland. Thank you, Katie. And Chinobay, normally coming in from the DC area, but today in North Carolina. Lovely to see you, Chinobay. So glad you're here. We've missed you. Hi to Becky in British Columbia. Hello, Mabel in Massachusetts. Hi, Sandy in Maryland. And happy birthday month to you. Hi, Brian. Nice to have you. Wait, it's not Brian. It's Brian's person setting up for Brian. Hi, and hi to Brian. Hi to Annette in California. Hello to Deli in Maryland. Hello to Pomelia. We're glad you're with us today, and I hope we'll get to see your face at some point soon. Hi to Sheila in Florida. Hello, Harriet in Chicago. Hello to, that says Nancy, but I know that's not Nancy. That's Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Great to see you, Dan, and welcome to being here today. Hello to Laura. Nice to see you today. Hi, Shari in New Hampshire. Hello, Arlene in California. Hi, Deborah in Kentucky. Wendy Luella Perkins in the room with us today. Thank you so much for being here. You gave us such a beautiful song the other day, and we're glad to see your face. Hello to Susan McCaig. Hello to Susan in Seattle. Hello to Sarah in Texas. Gloria in Minnesota, and a beautiful little creature. Hello to Kate in Charlottesville. Busy Graham, Carpe Diem Arts Executive Director. Glad you're here today, Busy. Hi, Gary in Massachusetts. Hello to Bonnie in Idaho, masked and unrecognizable. Hello to Susan in Ohio. Hello to Kevin in New Hampshire. Did I say Bonnie in Idaho, or did I say Bonnie in Ohio? Bonnie in Idaho. Anyway, Susan in Ohio, Kevin in New Hampshire, Caroline in DC, Ann in Nashville, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Kathy in Virginia, Steve and Michelle coming in from Maryland, or at least half of them. Hello to Luda in Victoria, and hugs to Mark wherever he is. Kirsten, hello, nice to see you today. Barb in Virginia, Ruth in England, Cricket in Maryland, Nancy in Washington State, hiding behind her cow. Hello to Fred in Maryland. Hello to Ralph and Penny in Victoria. Hi to Phil in Totnes, England. Hello to Jim in New York City. Jane in Texas. Jaden, thanks for coming today. Jaden works with Carpe Diem Arts. We're glad you're here. One of our new tech crew. Hello to Diane in Puerto Rico. Hi, Lynn in Connecticut. Great to see you. Amanda and Miles in Michigan, or at least the Amanda half. Karen, hello. Nice to have you coming in from Oregon. Hello to Carol in Connecticut. Hello to Nicole coming in from Kentucky. Glad to have you with us today. Hello to the Middlebury Friends Quaker. That looks an awful lot like some curly tops over there. Hello to Harriet. Oh, I said Harriet. Hi, Mommy in New Jersey. Hello, Louise. Hello, Bob in Tucson. Sarah, Suzanne. Hello to Aloysius and Hindi in Toronto. Joni, James, Martha in Oregon, Loriana, Kachina, and Courtney in Vermont, or at least two of the three of them, and Bob in Massachusetts. Let's all take a deep breath. Welcome to day 2 of our Martin Luther King week. Super glad that you guys are here. Hope everybody enjoyed yesterday's Martin Luther King Day of Service. I was working on a project through my son's school where we collected literally cars full of books and baby supplies and diapers and formula, and we're delivering it all today. And it was really, really, really neat to be back in the world in person doing some service. And I'm grateful for all the service we can do in this room virtually, but it was good to be active. And I hope lots of you were able to do something yesterday to make a difference. I've been reading a lot about Martin Luther King this week, sort of reflecting on his words, and Chinobay is bringing us a song that he'll tell us more about, but I'm super proud of the way our artists have come into our Martin Luther King week with Martin Luther King's spirit so fully in what they're singing with us. So Chinobay, welcome back to the Daily Antidote of Song. We missed you in your long absence. We're glad you're here. I'm turning it over to you.
Thank you, everyone. It's really wonderful. It feels wonderful for me to be back and to sing with you today, especially in this very important week, not only for for us, only like me, myself, and my family in the US, but I think for everyone in the world out there, because some of the stories of the most influential people like Martin Luther King, go beyond borders and go all over the world in history. And I remember when I was in Uganda, elementary school, that's what we used to read about. We used to study European history, American history, and African history. And then when you said American history, then so when I came over to the US after many years, we were looking forward to put face to most of these images and streets and towns that we used to read about. And so, thank you for giving me the opportunity to sing with you today. And it's exciting. And a big thank you, for all the beautiful cards that I received. I see many names here that now I can put a face to the cards I have. And with my family, when we all got really very ill, actually, it was very shocking and surprising. But to get that kind of emotional support from all of you all over the world, it was really, it has been, Faith has been reading all these cards every single day and putting them up somewhere on a wall. So I hope one day we can, share that wall with all of you. But thank you very much. And I mean that with all sincerity. So the song we are going to sing today, it's a song I started writing about 2 weeks ago, and the song is not complete. So we are going to sing the part that isn't complete. And in the future, when the song is complete and it's released, you can erase what we sing today and forget that, and then sing the part that will come later. So this is part of the songwriting process. And I'll tell a little story why I do this now, and that's really important. There's a wonderful musician, Oliver Mtukuzi from Zimbabwe. I visited him in 2007, and he asked me for my music. I was like, I'm still working on an album. So he asked me like so many times, and it was like, you've been working on this album for like 5 months. How do you know if you release the music that people like it? I was like, I just hope. He's like, no, the only way to find out, before you release the music, go perform it, and if they really like it, then you're sure before you record it. So that stuck in my mind, and I realized that a lot of the music industry today makes the creative process very sacred and nobody needs to know about it. But I think real artists, like I see myself as an artist, you allow people to be part of the creation. So that's why I put up this song, so that you can see the process of how lyrics come together and the intention, and whenever it comes out, that's still okay. So anyway, that's my story. So the lyrics, the verses I'm singing, they're all in English. I always sing songs. I speak 5 languages. I sing songs in different languages, and I like to mix languages in songs, more where I see myself as a global citizen, and the best way to do that is to bring in different genres, different languages into the music. So, but the chorus response is in a Luganda word, and the Luganda is Kangende. You can just keep the English parts, keep the things that make sense to you, and go down to things that don't make sense. There's a line there that says Kangende. Kangende means let me move, like let me march, like kind of you're marching towards a destination, towards something. Nze means me, and this is a sense of, taking responsibility, that somebody has to lead the way for others to follow. Sometimes to have, that kind of momentum, somebody needs to actually stand up and rise and take, responsibility. And so African music is a lot of call and response. So I'm going to be singing through, and then I will sing along with you. And when we sing I will sing the English lines, but we'll do every line 2 times, so that you can be able to repeat with me when you can, if you can. And when it comes to the chorus, then we can all sing together. All right. Wow, that was a long lecture. All right. So 1, 2. Kangende, Kangende nze, Kangende, Kangende nze, Kangende. Kangende just as simple as that. Yeah. Kangende, Kangende nze, Kangende, Kangende nze. So let me play my chorus and just show you how it comes in. Kangende, Kangende nze, Kangende, Kangende nze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kangende, Kangende nze, 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 Kangende. All right, I'm sure you all get it. So, it's all about. So you can imagine, you can close your eyes and imagine, a group of, millions, thousands of people all over the world, just marching and walking and singing, to get music to bring down, those walls of, the separation and separation either based on, religious differences, political differences, racial differences. The world is hurting so many ways, and I think, music is like a fabric that weaves all us as a human culture. So I wrote this song because I'll tell you the story later on. But now I'm going to take the verses from the top, and I'll just do it quite slowly. So I'll do every line 2 times. So when I sing it the first time, feel free to sing it along with me the second time, for purposes. On the album, it will be only 1 time. So now you get to sing it twice. Searching for a place to come back home. Searching for a place to come back home. That's why I sing songs of freedom. That's why I sing songs of freedom. Every place I look has so much pain. Every place I look has so much pain. Every time I rise, I see the dream. And every time I rise, I see the dream. Tears in my veins, we're falling apart. Tears in my veins, we're falling apart. Let's move along, I won't let you down. Let's move along, I won't let you down. Free and sing. Kangende, Kangende nze. 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 I'm gonna take it one more time. searching for a place to come by home. I'm searching for a place to come by home. That's why I sing songs of freedom. That's why I sing songs of freedom. Every place I look has so much pain. Every place I look has so much pain. And every time I rise, I see they drain. Every time I rise, see they drain. Tears in my veins, we're falling apart. Tears in my veins, we're falling apart. Let's move along, I won't let you down. Oh yeah. Let's move along, I won't let you down. Kangende, Kangende, Kangende nze. Kangende, Kangende nze. Kangende, Kangende nze. Kangende, Kangende nze. Kangende, Kangende.
Chinobay, thank you so much. That was so beautiful and such a journey. And it was actually very soothing, as you always are. The instrument sort of calming, but then the song sort of rising and falling between hope and despair, and ending, of course, on a note of hope. I really, really loved that. And I feel like that's sort of, I don't know, in the readings I'm doing with MLK, you know, there's that persistent hope, even in the face of so much bleak despair, and that return to the hope, and that return to the hope, right down to the last speeches he was giving when he was afraid that he wasn't going to be much longer for the world. And I don't know, you captured a lot in those words, and I can't wait to hear the rest of the song. And I think instead of like erasing it and replacing it in this video, what we should really do is just have you back once you get it done, and we'll sing all over again, because in so many ways, every week is MLK week. So thank you, Chinobay. Do you want to talk a little bit more about sort of how you're feeling about the role of music and, you know, being active and in finding hope and staying in a place of hope?
Yeah, thank you so much for those wonderful and encouraging words. And I think for me, I link my music with and my artistry with purpose. I think every artist makes a choice on why they become artists, and my own purpose is to actually be a light, to many people, especially coming from a place of despair, sadness, and pain through my upbringing in the community, but living with hope. And many years after, that hope that I had when I was 9 years old, getting on a plane, going to Netherlands for my first concerts from Uganda. I remember I had to find someone to give me shoes. I was flying from Uganda to Amsterdam to a children's festival, but that was living, sleeping on the floor, having no food, having nothing. I literally didn't have clothes, but with the music, and getting on that plane, going to Europe, now that hope was pushed into my life, and my music opened a lot of opportunities and doors and limitless broke a lot of wars around the world for me now to have been to 75 countries. So I feel that my global mission is to bring that hope everywhere in places of need, and especially in times like now. And I think music is the only universal language that has the power to do that, because even when the singer sings the song, even after the singer is gone, the song always stays forever. So the songs can never go away. Once you put them out, they can't go back. And I feel for me, music allows people all over the world to feel something, even though I'm not in those places. I know that my music will reach across borders and be translated in different languages. And I've had songs, for example, about Martin Luther in Spanish, in Luganda, in so many other languages that people in America would never understand. So the impact sometimes that is created within a community can go beyond. So for me, the purpose of music is actually, as an artist, I feel so much in the times today, it's the fabric, it's the universal language that can raise masses and millions of people all over the world, and still allow those who are feeling so much depression and sadness and living in a dark world to actually have a sense of hope. And my own life, I look at my own life as a reflection of that. I hope that makes sense.
That makes beautiful sense. And it sort of ties into what I feel like became really apparent to me through this community, is because we came together and we embarked on activism projects, sort of reflecting outward at, like, trying to support and create hope outside of our own community. And then there were these internal activism things that happened, like when our own people got sick or needed some extra support. And so the notion that the cards that our crew sent your way when you guys were struggling with sickness and with being down, the notion that that activism that came from in here and was directed at you reflects back to us, because now you have renewed hope, you have renewed support. Like, I think that is the most beautiful thing. Like, it really, for me, was like a moment where I realized, like, what it is that supporting your own community does to reflect outward into those bigger projects or bigger issues. And it melts my heart to think of Faith hanging those cards on the wall. And I definitely hope you can take a screenshot or a picture at some point and share with us.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. And that's, for me, actually what really keeps me going. I know that I don't know if any of you has, visited, my home at any one point, but the most amazing memories I have, it's the work that I've received from many people. So community, today it's understood as a place where you live and people around you. And music allows us to create a community that is way beyond our own physical areas. And for me, I feel the cards I received from Australia, from Vancouver, from Arizona, from England, from all over the world, in the times now when, I feel like, people, I feel like I have built a community beyond even where I live, and that's the power of music. You cannot do that in any other way through music. But the memories I have here, when I came in the US many years, going to schools, elementary schools, a lot of children used to make drawings and stories, and I used to collect these cards for the last 15 years. I literally have a room of cards I've collected from children I've worked with, thousands of children I've worked with in schools in the US. And the funny thing is, there's a young lady who's now in South Africa. She finished college, her PhD, and she came to visit me in Uganda. And I showed her a card that she gave me when she was in third grade, I think second grade. And she could not believe it. This was at a school in Toronto. So I feel, and she told me she went to Africa after coming into my class and learning about Africa, and she became passionate and discussed. I feel music also has the power to break down the fears and the worries that people have in connecting with people that look different or come from a different place. So when you realize what music can do, it can be enormously amazing. And for me, I feel in this community, the daily song, it's really we have created a whole community of so many loving, amazing people, and the artists that give so much to actually make everybody smile, and that love comes back to us as artists. And when I was going through what I went through, you feel that love coming back. When you can't sing to people, people are singing to you, sending you beautiful messages, gifts and messages of hope, and to see my daughter reading all those cards and asking me, so who is that? I was like, oh, I don't know. Who is that? So all those people know you? They're all sending. And then she sees her name on there. She's like, oh, how do they even know me? I was like, oh, they saw you sing as well. So she's only 8, and that is the mentality that she's growing with, and which I think is beautiful for her to grow up realizing that she can have a community around the world that loves her and embraces her for who she is. So anyway, it's really a very graceful and very appreciative.
Beautiful. Chinobay, thank you so much. I think before we sing your song again, I just want to reflect, like, it's beautiful, this daily antidote, which has become a home in so many ways for so many of us, myself included. And from our home, basically, to your home and back again, right? Like, that's just the most beautiful energy. And I want to just mention that at this moment, I know you're not actually sitting in your own home. Can you tell us a little bit about how warm it is in North Carolina this morning?
Well, how warm? I wish. It's very cold. We had we had like a snowstorm. We are living in Asheville now, actually precisely in Black Mountain, which is about 20 minutes out of Asheville, right across Lake Eden. So I'm staying at a cabin up there. So I'm looking at the lake down, covered in snow, and the mountains, everything is in snow. And I came here to curate a program for schools in Asheville. I'm working, with a arts council here to design art programs that will allow and help young people to stay engaged during the pandemic. So I'm going to be staying here for a while. I came here on a mission, on a good mission, and to plant seeds of hope and art among the youth and young people who have been very separated during, the pandemic.
Beautiful. Chinobay, thank you so much. I will note that when Chinobay opened his square up today, he was wearing like a big puffy jacket up to here. And I swear I could see like the fog coming out of his mouth as he was talking, like his whole space looked so cold. And Chinobay, you've made us so warm, and you look so warm now. So thank you so much for bringing all this beautiful energy. And can we sing with you again? For anybody out there on Facebook Live or in the room, if you didn't know Chinobay, his links are in the chat. Please check him out. He has beautiful music that you can buy, listen to, hear, and support Chinobay. And please also support the Daily Antidote of Song as you can. This program is running on all of your generosity. So thanks to everybody in this room. Thanks again to Chinobay. And Chinobay, will you take us out with some music?
Thank you. Searching for a place to come by home. I'm searching for a place to come by home. That's why I sing songs of freedom. That's why I sing songs of freedom. Every place I look has so much pain. Every place I look has so much pain. And every time I rise, I see they drain. But every time I rise, see they drain. Tears in my veins were falling apart. Tears in my veins were falling apart. Let's move along, I won't let you down. Let's move along. Let's move along, I won't let you down. for being here. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time ahead. And keep your smile going in your heart, in your spirit, and have that, vision of hope in every situation. Thank you.
Thank you, Chinobay. Thank you so, so much for the beautiful song, for letting us be part of your creative process. I think, let's just see by the hands in the room how successful the workshopping of that song was. Should he finish it, gang? All right, Chinobay, you got it. You're up. Your turn. Thank you so much, Chinobay. Really lovely to be with you here today. Thanks again to Katie for running the tech. Thanks to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Thanks for singing along with us today. We can't wait to see you tomorrow.